Hello YouTubers, I want to welcome you to another edition of Bargain Bin Gear. And hopefully you're subscribing and following the videos. Right? They tell a story, each one. Alright, last video, we took a good look at the behringer. Right? The bass octave pedal, the $25 octave pedal. And I thought it sounded pretty good. I mean, it did sound like authentic bass, you know. Emulation, if you like. However, it's a little bit noisy. And just to satisfy my curiosity, I went ahead and ordered a sonic cake octave pedal, right? So we're gonna have a little mini unboxing, right? So find someone with very small hands. Please don't try this yourself. Only trained professionals should attempt. You may injure yourself. Okay, so anyway, here it is. It comes with a Velcro sticker that you can put on your pedal board, which is very nice. Comes with a card, which is kind of a manual. And then it's protected by a styrofoam sheath. Okay. And here it is. It's a mini pedal. Solid metal casing, right? But it's tiny. And it has one switch right here, the white one knob, and then two tiny knobs. And I mean, these things are tiny. They work fine. I mean, no problem there. Now here's the deal. One, and this is in comparison to the behringer, for handling noise, right? It gets an A-. The reason is, it really is silent. I mean, you just don't hear any hiss, as opposed to the behringer, you know. In fact, I made the comparison that the behringer sounds like Noel Redding playing bass for Jimi Hendrix, you know, the live shows. And when he would play the bass, it was so big and loud that you could hear Mitch Mitchell's, you know, the drummer, his snare drum kind of making noise. Well, you get that same kind of effect with the behringer. It's surprising. Alright, so here's what I did. I recorded about the same parts using the different pedals. And let's take a listen to it right now. And I think this will tell you just about everything you need to know. Alright, so here we go. And I'll let you know which is which here. Here's the loop. That's a sonic cake. Here's the behringer. Sonic cake. there's a sonic cake. Okay, so there you go. And here's the deal. Let's face it. To me, the behringer really sounds like a bass guitar plugged into a loud bass amp, right? Even though it still has that little hissy noise, right? It still does sound like an authentic bass, you know. Whereas the sonic cake, I was surprised to find that, well, it didn't really sound like an authentic bass at all. What it did sound like was a bass on a keyboard, like a synth bass, right? Doesn't sound like an authentic bass at all. More like a synth bass, as I mentioned. You know, think Devo, Kraftwerk, you know. Or even, I hate to say it, Tangerine Dream, which I like a lot. But it has that kind of keyboardy bass because it was done on a keyboard. And this is the thing I get here. The other thing is, volume-wise, the behringer is louder, you know. And it makes a difference when you're setting up the looping thing, you know. It was worth a try, and I wanted to see what a $40 octave pedal was compared to the behringer's $25 price, shipped, right, with complimentary candy. No complimentary candy with a sonic cake. Well, because I ordered it through Amazon, but I got 1-day shipping. But the truth is, I mean, 3 minutes into testing, I knew that this wasn't what I was looking for, because it was a synthesizer type bass sound, where I'm looking more like the behringer's authentic bass sound. Alright, doesn't mean that this is a bad pedal. You know, as far as octave pedals go, just depends what you're doing with it. You know, I mean, some people, they hook up a fuzz to it and do all that kind of stuff. But for me, authentic bass sound is what I was looking for. And so there must be an octave pedal which gives you an authentic bass sound without the noise issues of the behringer. So I'll keep looking, but so far I haven't found it, you know. I mean, if I was just looking for a standard octave pedal, this little sonic cake would be great for that. You know. Okay, I wanted to show you that, and we'll keep looking and see. Alright, very good. I'll see you next time. Okay. Bye.